utilizing remote sensing techniques to monitor and predict flash flood and flash drought. Remote sensing is the method of utilizing instrumentation to indirectly measure hydrometeors in the atmosphere. Some examples of remote sensing include microwave links, radar, space-based precipitation sensors. Both ground-based radar and space-based radar work on the same principle. An electromagnetic wave is emitted from the radar. When the wave encounters hydrometeors, some of it is bounced back to the radar, which is measured and interpolated as the reflectivity. Dual polarization radar sends out an electromagnetic wave polarized in perpendicular directions to measure 2 dimensions of the hydrometeors, which can create new precipitation products. There are several space-based remote sensing platforms that are dedicated to quantitative precipitation estimation. One of such is the Global Precipitation Measurement Mission. This mission is a cooperative mission that is primarily led by NASA and JAXA. The goal of the GPM mission is to provide next-generation global observations of rain and snow to enhance our understanding of Earth's water and energy cycle, improve forecasting of extreme events, and provide timely and accurate precipitation information. This image here shows that ground-based radar networks can be spotty and not provide continuous information in the area needed. It also shows that satellite-based radar platforms such as the Ka and Ku band radar on the GPM Core Observatory provide continuous scans of an area. Space-based radar platforms do not have limitations by border or topography. One of the highlights of the GPM mission is to utilize continuous real-time data to provide flash flood monitoring and prediction. It is hard to predict flash flooding as it requires continuous real-time data to be analyzed very quickly. One of such projects is the Multi-Radar, Multi-Sensor, or MRMS project. This was developed to produce various weather products to improve the decision-making capability and improve hazardous weather forecasts, which includes flash floods and flash drought. Utilizing the merged precipitation product from MRMS, the Flooded Location and Simulated Hydrographs project is the National Severe Storm Laboratory's hydrologic model to predict flash flooding. This hydrologic model aims to predict flash flooding with up to 6 hours notice on a 1 kilometer scale. It is anticipated that flash flooding will be of greater concern for many reasons, including climate change and increased impervious surfaces due to urbanization. Remotely sensed data collected by space-based instruments can be utilized to better predict flash flooding instances, which can be utilized to prevent serious property loss, injury, or death due to these severe weather conditions. While most people have heard of flash flooding, on the other hand, as climate conditions continue to change, we also have what is known as flash drought. Flash drought, unlike traditional drought, is characterized by the rapid onset of drought conditions in an area. This chart here shows several drought indices that are collected utilizing remotely sensed data from space-based precipitation sensors. Phase 2 of the North American Land Data Assimilation System data is utilized to calculate a drought indice known as the Rapid Change Index. This is the accumulated magnitude of moisture stress changes. This image shows the RCI of the Northern Plains region for a selected time period in 2017 during the rapid onset of drought conditions. These figures have been taken from a paper written by Chen et al. Titled Real-Time Prediction of Areas Susceptible to Flash Drought Development. The purpose of this paper was to develop a technique for predicting flash drought. In order to properly assess the potential flash drought development, it is compared to the U.S. Monthly Drought Outlook, as well as to the U.S. Drought Monitor maps. This can be seen in the previous two images. It has been found that soil moisture and evapotranspiration rates can be correlated to the rapid onset of flash drought. These 3-month time series graphs show the onset of flash drought in the Northern Plains region beginning in May 2017. Drought monitoring requires near real-time data with short latency periods in order to accurately predict and monitor for flash drought conditions. Another dataset that has been developed to monitor and predict drought conditions is the Climate Hazards Group Infrared Precipitation with Stations, or CHIRPS dataset. The goal of this dataset is to build upon previous approaches to smart interpolation techniques and high-resolution, long period of record precipitation estimates based on cold cloud duration observations. Remotely sensed data from satellite precipitation products is utilized to create a preliminary product with a latency time of approximately 2 days. The final product has a latency period of approximately 3 weeks. This algorithm is well suited to monitor droughts in regions where cold cloud duration estimations related reasonably well to the observed precipitation systems, as presented in the paper by Funk et al. Titled The Climate Hazards Infrared Precipitation with Stations, a New Environmental Record for Monitoring Extremes. The CHIRPS algorithm was validated using various climatological circumstances and various regions, which included both wet and dry seasons in areas such as Colombia, Peru, and the southwestern portion of North America. In summary, remote sensing is an integral part of monitoring and predicting both flash flood and flash drought occurrences, as land-based in situ and remotely sensed measurements are often limited in their spatial and temporal scales. In this rapidly evolving field of research, increased precision for prediction of flash drought and flash flood conditions will be required to minimize the effects of these weather extremes.